Hey guys, I hope you're ready for an extreme basement makeover. You're going to be joining me for 7 hours of cleaning all over and a complete basement makeover. So let's get ready and let's do this together.
There's something about your face, can't stop looking your way. What do you do to me? You make it hard to breathe. Ooh. I'm tired of the people that talk about nothing, and I'm not wasting this moment. Even though I know that letting you go would be crazy.
Alright guys, we are getting right to it this morning. So this was a morning Avery was already on the bus on her way to school with the twins. We don't have to leave for school until about 8:50. So I was already getting started with what I wanted to do this day before we even left and ate breakfast. I have so much I had planned on doing today. I wanted to finally finish the basement for the most part. So I got up and got working very quickly, and I just want to put a disclaimer. I typically don't get up and get moving and start doing like my tasks or cleaning for the day. I typically wait until I get home from dropping the girls off at school, but I just had a lot I needed to get done. I was on a specific time frame, so I was like, all right, let's get up, let's get moving, let's get grooving, and the girls were helping me. And at this point, they had helped me in their room because I wanted to get all of our bedding going. I knew it would take all day long to get all of our bedding clean before we went to bed. We had dinner planned, so I knew we wouldn't be home in the evening, so I needed to get that started. And then they were downstairs. Mike was on his computer getting started on his work day while the girls were eating breakfast, and I was getting started upstairs.
Leave everyone behind, you're all I think about. I'm tired of the people that talk about nothing, and I'm not wasting this moment. Even though I know that letting you go would be crazy. Thinking, no, I want you for myself, I don't need anybody else. Wanna leave this place. Meet me in the dark where we can both hide. No one's gonna steal our time again. We don't have to say much, let our lips touch. I will stay with you until the end. Meet me in the dark.
So because I had stripped our bedding, I wanted to do a little bit of vacuuming and then spray the allergen spray, which I will have linked below. Allergies are just affecting everyone in the house with the up and down weather changes. Our daytime is hitting sometimes in the mid to high 70s, nighttime in the 40s, so everyone's a little sniffly, so I'm trying to do as much as I can to combat those allergies. So I was vacuuming, washing our bedding, and our bedding needed to be cleaned or washed because I use self tanner throughout the spring and the summer weekly. I typically don't do it in the winter, but for whatever reason I must be sweating. I must be sweating lately at night because I had noticed you could kind of see it on my sheets. It always comes off, it never stains. I do lay down an old black sheet on the night that I apply the self tanner, so I'll apply the self tanner like maybe a few hours before bed, and then I'll lay on like an old sheet. So I do that on the first night, and then I wake up in the morning, shower it off, and then the rest of the week I don't do anything special. I sleep in our white sheets. Sometimes you can kind of tell it comes off a little bit, but it has never stained, and I just use Tide Pods or Tide Liquid and then OxiClean White Revive, and that always takes care of it. So I'm really excited about this video because I'm pretty much finishing the basement, and I'll explain later what I mean by pretty much finishing it. It's pretty much finished. And if you guys are new here, my husband and I, when we moved, we really were excited to start with a clean slate in the basement. We are big sports fans. We spend most of our time in the fall and the winter watching sports, holed up in the basement, and so we just could not wait to get into this house and create our absolute dream basement. It was the basement and the backyard where we needed more privacy. Those were the two things I've been talking about for the past, 2 years since we wanted to move. And I feel like finally we have our basement, and it brings me so much joy. And I think why I'm even more excited is because I put a lot of time and effort into decorating it, and decorating does not come easy to me. I talk about this all the time if you guys are new here. You know how some tasks just drain you and take a lot of energy out of you, whether or not it turns out in the end? When it comes to decorating, I just feel completely drained, and I guarantee it takes me double or triple the time to decorate a space than anyone else. But I absolutely love what I've done down there. I'm really proud of myself. I've spent a lot of time, and I could not be more happy seeing how it all turned out. So we are going to be decorating, and I can't wait to bring you along. So, I had just said that I believe it takes me a lot longer to decorate a space than other people, but at the end of the day, I got it decorated. So if maybe it's cleaning for you or organizing, maybe you look at me and you see me cleaning faster than you do or getting specific things done and you just feel frustrated, just know that I feel that way in other areas. I think we all have our things that we're really good at, our strengths, our weaknesses, but just know, like I always say, it is a marathon, it's not a sprint. It does not, to decorate the basement, I have been working on this for probably 2 months. Now, obviously, I just have little pockets of time that I can work on it, but just know that you're not in a rush. It does not matter how long it takes you to organize something or clean something. Just chip at it slowly. Every single day I would work on it a little bit, and slow but steady wins the race, and that's truly how I feel. If I rush myself, I don't typically like the end result, but I took my time, and I really like how it all turned out. So just a little tip, something that I think a lot of you guys probably need to hear, and I know it helps when I hear that. I will link as much as I can down below, but the rug is from Boutique Rugs and the sectional is from Ashley Furniture. We got a really good deal on it. I think it was maybe in August. It was like an early Labor Day sale. We got a really, really good deal, which I was really excited because we didn't want to pay a lot for our basement furniture. And the rug is from Boutique Rugs, and I went with them specifically because of their amazing return process, because it's like rugs are awesome, but then you get them in your space, and if you don't like them, they're really big and it's such a pain to be able to take back, and then most rug places make you pay to send it back. And so Boutique Rugs, they have free shipping, free returns, and so I was like, I'm sold, and they have really, really good prices. So highly recommend if you're looking for area rugs, Boutique Rugs. I was very happy with their customer service. I actually did have to send, the rug we had gotten previously was bigger, and so we had to send it back. So I could tell you, I've done the return process so seamless, so easy. Ordered another one. Shipping came within a few days, so highly recommend Boutique Rugs. So this little area I was really struggling with trying to design it in my head, and these olive trees are really popular right now, and I was like, you know what, this would work because I wanted a pop of color in the corner. I wanted something tall, and then I wanted to add a sign because this is the wall that you see right when you walk down from the stairs. So it's like the first look into the basement. So I didn't want to carry over any bar decor or anything like that. I wanted to almost have like a welcome sign and some color and all of that. And so this sign, I kind of hid it. You'll see it get hung here in a little bit, but it has our city and where we live and then the coordinates of our house. So obviously that's not something I'm going to show. I will show it blurred out here in a little bit because I was going to have Mike hang it, but I got it off of Etsy, and it's just a perfect way. I think it works well in the space, in the basement, and it's also a little welcome to anyone who comes down to the basement for the first time. So for the shelves, I wanted it, it's a bar. I wanted it to feel like a home bar. We are big into sports in our household. It's a big part of our lives. So I wanted to bring in elements of our favorite sports teams. So Mike and I went to Bowling Green State University in Bowling Green, Ohio. So we have a sign there that represents Bowling Green. He's a big Buffalo Bills fan. He's trying to get me into professional football. I'm a big college football fan, not necessarily NFL, but he's getting me into it. But he loves the Buffalo Bills. So we have a Bills Mafia Buffalo. And then, of course, our OHIO, Ohio State, Script Ohio sign. And then I'm just adding in elements of pretty glassware. I got these personalized coasters from Personalized Creations. It says our city up there, so that's why I have that hidden. But just trying to bring in elements that actually make sense. So you have sparkling water, you have a shaker, pretty glasses, our sports teams. It looks and feels like a bar, but it also has elements of who we are as a family. So I thought these bar books were kind of funny. So I like tequila. Probably my favorite alcohol or drink with alcohol is a skinny margarita. Tequila is definitely my go-to. I love a margarita. And Mike doesn't drink any liquor. He pretty much drinks beer. He likes an IPA type of beer or just like a regular lager. He likes different craft beers. So for pretty much, I just decorated with some tequila since that's my favorite. And then in the wintertime, I do like, sometimes I'll even heat it up. I'll do some spiced rum, some Captain Morgan, and some apple cider, something like that. Or even in the fall, I'll like some spiced rum and a Diet Coke. So I did get some spiced rum to put on the shelves. And then the tequila mockingbird, I thought it was kind of cute, fun. Just like I said, let's have fun with the basement. Again, the goal was to make this feel like a basement, bring in elements of us, but have more fun, be more relaxed with it. And I'm really excited about the picture frames I'm going to hang on the wall. I'm going to tell you what my idea is for that. I'm really, really excited. And I actually need your guys' opinions on some things, so make sure you stick around because I'm going to talk about the big picture frames I want to do, and I'm really excited about them. So I don't think I said this earlier on, but I just want to say thank you guys for being here. I always make for sure that I say thank you and let you guys all know that I appreciate you so much for being here and just always being such a ray of sunshine in my life and here on my channel. I appreciate you, and I'm just truly glad you're here, so thank you for being here. But here I was just putting in our Mike's beer glasses. And then here we have some Ohio State stuff. So like when we have people come over for a big Ohio State game, we'll decorate. We'll make like little like foods in the block Ohio. Like I made brownies last year in like a block Ohio mold. So all of our Ohio State party stuff I'm just keeping down here. And then I was restocking some things in the cabinet. Oh, and if you guys saw me earlier, I did put knives in a drawer. I did take them out. We're going to get a child lock obviously we're not going to have just knives exposed in a drawer, so wanted to throw that out there. There will be a child lock. We're not keeping those in there, but you know, we need knives and a cutting board for limes and all of that stuff if we're down there making drinks and things like that. But I wanted to throw that out there, so I promise it's something we are thinking about. Do not want knives exposed down here because the kids do come down here periodically and you just don't want anything happening. But it is nice. We have, you know, all of this cabinet space to put. Mike has a lot of beer mugs. We're not big collectors. I'm sure that's not surprising to you. I'm not a big fan of clutter in general, but he does like craft beers. So if we've ever traveled or we go different places, we'll find like a really cool beer glass, and we're using that to kind of stock the bar down here. And then my grandfather, who passed away in December, was German, and he was big into German culture, German beer. We have a local German American festival in our area that is it's huge. It's huge in this area, and he has all these big German beer mugs that I took, and so we keep them down there, and I think it's kind of cool to like pull in heritage and family and all of that and have that as a part of our bar. And it's just nice because we have that space. We can put all of that stuff that honestly you don't use very often in the cabinets. I know we don't have a shower curtain, but we don't have any plans on anyone showering down here anytime soon. Most of our family lives local. We do have some friends and some family that will stay with us sometimes, so we will get something up there eventually, but I was more focused on everything else that's getting used more immediately. So yes, no shower curtain, but we'll get there. Heck, the twins' bathroom still doesn't have a shower curtain in it because right now they're still sharing Avery's bathroom because they're all little. They don't need their own bathrooms. It'll sure be nice when they get older and we have 3 teenage girls in the house, but for right now, not a concern. But when I'm done in here, I am going to, I don't want to say decorate. Well, here. I'm adding a rug, some towels. I would like to get a little bit of greenery on the vanity, but again, bathroom is not a main concern. It was more of the actual basement area. So this is our little workout room, which if you guys are new here, I work out 5 days a week, every single week. It is extremely rare that I don't work out 5 days a week, and Mike works out about 6 days a week. and he goes to a gym, but our plan is to eventually get a weight bench and some weights down here. So we're gonna do that. I think what we're gonna do, because a weights can be very expensive, and this is a little tip, if there's something that you guys want that is more than you want to spend, or I mean, like, we don't need weights, right? Even though for me, I save money by not going to the gym. Mike won't have to go to the gym when we get it here, so it will end up saving us money, but still, it's a lot of money. So I think what we're gonna do is, you know, every year we have family members saying, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for Christmas? And to be honest, we never need anything. And so I was like, okay, when they ask us, why don't we find a weight set that we really want from Amazon or Dick's Sporting Goods, and then we can just tell whoever asks us, yep, just get us a gift card to X, Y, and Z, and then we can put it towards that. So the sticker shock isn't as bad when it comes time to actually buy that. And I always know that, I don't know about your family members, but my family members are always like, yes, let's make it easy on us. We love giving gift cards, and it's something that Mike and I both really want. We, you know, we're big into fitness, so it's something that's a big part of our lives we do want, and I just think it'll help. That's another tip, like if you guys want the Norwal or the Roborock, the vacuum mops and all of that, the robot vacuum and mops, ask for gift cards and then put it towards that. Maybe you can get half of it paid for or whatever. Just give it a try. I think that's what we're gonna do for our gym. Question I think I already know the answer to, but I'm gonna ask you guys because I haven't printed out the pictures yet. I had pulled you guys on Instagram, and at first I was going to do a gallery wall. I was thinking 6 smaller frames, black frame with white mat around it, and I was going to do 6 right here. That's what I was thinking. And I asked on Instagram, the overwhelming response was get 3 really big frames, like think small woods. I love small woods, I've always wanted them, but the only thing I don't like about them is you pay the money, they're expensive, they're beautiful, but then you can't switch out the pictures. And I wanted to put pictures of the girls in here. They grow, they get bigger, we get new pictures that we really want. So I didn't want to be locked down on one picture. So I like to do small woods, but on my own for a lot cheaper. So what I did, I haven't taken the pictures yet, but I got these frames. There's 2 more I have upstairs from Target for $35 a piece. $35 a piece, and then I'm going to print out my own pictures. And I'm really, really excited. So I just want to ask you guys if you think this color frame will look good. Like I said, originally I was thinking of doing black frames when I was going to do the gallery wall, but then the more that I thought about it, I thought it might be a little bit nice to bring in some of this light wood. We have the light wood colors on the shelves, and I just thought it would lighten this space up a little bit. So I'm gonna have Mike hold them up, and you guys can let me know if I'm on the right track or okay, so you can see that light wood frame, and in here I'm going to do a picture of each girl against a white backdrop with an Ohio State jersey on. So my thought process was, let's make it more fun. It's a basement. Like, I wanted the basement to feel like a basement. I want it to reflect our personalities. We love sports in this household, and so I wanted it to reflect that, but also look nice, so like touches of our favorite sports teams. And so I thought would be cool right here with these frames. I want to do, someone messaged me and she called them, I didn't know there was a name for it, but they're like personality shots. So essentially I'm going to put each girl against a white wall, and I'm going to do like an up close shot, or I'll just crop it. And I almost want the pictures to be off center. Just kind of play around with it, make it a little bit fun. I don't want it like straight on. I don't want them just smiling. I'm hoping to get a picture of one of the girls just like cracking up laughing, or I don't know, like I just want to capture their personalities in these pictures. I want it to be a little bit different, a little bit off center, and I want them to be wearing their Ohio State jerseys so we can kind of bring in some sport. The goal is to capture their personalities, add a little bit of that sports element for the basement, add a little bit of pop of color over here of our scarlet for the Buckeyes, and just really make those girls and their big smiles and their big personalities shine down here. So that is the plan. Before I go ahead and take the pictures and print them off, because they're like a poster size, so they're not cheap. You know, before I go and print these out, I just want to make for sure you guys think that's a good idea. So what do you think? That frame color, you like that wood color? I just think it brightens this area up a little bit. We wanted to keep all of this dark, so we have iron ore on this back accent wall. We obviously have a black TV. We have a black entertainment center that's going to go under the table right there. I thought about going with something wood color down there so it would pop off that wall, but I was like, no, the whole point of this area is that when the TV's on, I mean, right now you can't really, just looks like a black wall, but you want whatever you're watching on TV to really pop off that wall. So I have a black entertainment center that will go right there. I can put like a few, like I have a plant down there, I can add a few little decorations over there, but I want the main focus of this wall to be the TV. So you're gonna have a black entertainment center. Obviously the TV's black, iron ore on that back wall. It's darker in this corner, so I thought it might be kind of nice to have that light wood color, and then like I said, it's tying in from over here, which I kind of like. So that was my first thought, but I thought, you know what, I have all of you.
Could you try again?
Siri. But I thought, why not? I have you guys at my disposal. What do you guys? I have all of you guys, I can bounce ideas off. Pretty sure I'll go with the wood color, but unless you guys are like, no, 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 go with the black. I think both would look good. I would ask before I get them printed out, so let me know what you guys think.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you.
All right, so I'm gonna give you the official tour. We'll start over here. This is the storage. I've already shown you a picture and it's still really bad. Mike and I plan on getting to it soon, I promise, and I will film it. But you guys, oh my gosh, this is so bad, so bad. I'm sorry, this is so embarrassing. Yeah, we'll just close that door. All right, so. That's storage under the stairs as well. We have some stuff down there like card tables and folding chairs and things like that.
Still can't believe you love me. I hope it never ends. Let's be more than friends. Yeah. You know I'm here to stay every single day. Yeah.
And then we have chairs coming on the way. They're not just, we have chairs coming, they're not all black. So those are coming. And then I'm going to have a sideboard table right here so I can add a little bit of decoration here, and then it will also serve as a place we can set drinks if we're sitting back here. And then, like I said, I'm getting like a little, I want to say TV stand, but obviously the TV won't be sitting on it, more of like a media center just to hold Mike's PlayStation, add like a plant, add some greenery, add a little bit of decoration on there in this otherwise empty corner. And then I'll probably get a tray. I just don't know what color tray I want. So if you guys have any ideas on a colored tray, maybe a light wood color, let me know. But I want a tray just for when people are sitting around here, they have a place to set their drinks.
Up in the stars, oh, where I'd rather be than with you. I can't believe you love me. I just feel so lucky.
Okay, so stay tuned because the chairs will be coming in, the sideboard table, the TV stand, and then I'll hang those pictures here in a couple of weeks when everything comes in, and I will show you guys the end results. I think I'm most excited about the pictures. I hope they turn out like I think they will. I don't know, I just think it's going to add a lot to the basement, and I think it'll be perfect. So I was using the hand scraper. I don't even know what it's technically used for, but look at all of this stuff that I get from embedded in the carpet. It's a pretty great little scraping tool. I'll have it linked below. I don't do this every time before I vacuum my stairs, but it's helpful and I like to try to do it as often as I can or when I remember. But we need to get into good week and bad week. The high point to my week, the low point to my week, and we'll talk about good week first. I usually talk about bad week first so we can end on a good note, but there's more to talk about with the bad week than the good week. So my good week is getting the basement finished. Like I said, the basement is just something that's really, really important to us. It's a room we wanted. This is what we've been wanting pretty much ever since we bought our first house. We had dreams of our first house, of having like our dream basement, but that the basement never even got finished because we ended up moving before we were even able to finish it. And then the last house, it was already finished, which we loved the basement, but it just wasn't set up the way like we would have, which is totally fine. If we would have stayed there, we would have made it work. But here we got to start off with a clean slate, so it just feels good to have like a basement that we are absolutely in love with. And Mike and I have been spending so much time down there lately, and it's the absolute best part of my week.
Little bit lighter with you. Something's letting me heal. You're making it brighter right through the gray.
bad week to the week low point. I upset Mike. So I know, like I said, sometimes it's hard to talk about like what a true bad low point is on my week because if it involves other people, it can be tough, but I obviously will not go into details, but I can tell you we did have a disagreement. We are a real married couple, some highs, some lows, but I would say overall we have a very, very good, respectful relationship. But of course, just like any couple, you're going to have your disagreements and arguments. And I'll admit, this was my fault. I said something that hurt his feelings, that upset him, and I feel horrible about it. I said it one evening, we kind of had a little bit of a disagreement, arguments, went to bed, unfortunately, not on the best terms, like not angry, just not fully happy with each other. And then the next morning we woke up, talked it through, got through it, said we're sorry. He knew I didn't mean it. It was a moment of where I was just exhausted and something came out that I didn't necessarily mean. It wasn't anything horrible, but he knew it. Like it hurt him, but he understood like where I was coming from. And either way, it was my fault. I should not have said what I said. It was just a little disagreement, and we're not perfect. We have our ups and downs, but the good part is we worked through it and we got through it. But I just felt horrible for upsetting him and saying something that I truly didn't mean. And I'm just glad that we have a respectful relationship, that we were able to work through it in a healthy way. But I just said something that was not very nice, and I'll admit that I was wrong in here and I just feel bad about it, but we're all good now.
With the text on deck, so my ace boom boom, no flex, no. I won't gas you up like petrol, just trying to take you way up, but
I'll show you guys a little secret. I cleaned the bathroom, but I did not clean the shower. It's really dirty. But I don't have the energy or the time to do that today, so it's gonna have to wait. But just know, I may be getting a lot done and I may be cleaning, but there are lots of messes still in this house. This will be for another day. All ready for bed. So that's the end of this video. You guys are probably seeing this, what goes live on Sunday. Maybe you're watching it Monday or maybe it's Tuesday, but if you're watching this on the week that it went up, that means there is a bonus video that I'm going to put up on Thursday. So is that 21st, I think the 21st. So September 21st, there will be a bonus video, and I'm going to be doing just, let's see, what do I have planned later this week? A lot of extra stuff I wanted to do that I didn't get to this week or today because of the basement. I'm going to be finally decorating for fall. Avery and I went shopping this past weekend, found some stuff, and we're going to decorate this week. So I'm going to be adding some fall decorations to what I had from the old house and try to make some things work for this year. So a lot of fun stuff coming up. And what's next? So I want to finish the basement. So like I said earlier, we have other furniture pieces that should be coming, some chairs, and I'm really excited to hang those picture frames. And then in October, I'll finally be doing the dining room. So I'm really excited because we had not planned on doing that at all, but since we went way under budget for the basement, we decided we'll tackle the dining room before the holidays, so that way when we have family over, we have another space to eat and hang out in. So I'm really excited about that. I'm thinking we'll probably be doing it in like mid-October or something. So a lot of fun stuff coming up, just, you know, just some different stuff. And then it's already crazy to talk about the end of the year, but I do, as we end the end of the year and get into the new year, I really want to go full force and start doing some like serious organizing. I just wanted to take it slow this year. I just admire all the people who, like, I've seen other people like move into a new house and they just start organizing their kitchen and pantry, and I just needed a breather. I needed a break, and I just wanted to like almost like take the year, which is crazy that it'll be a year in December, but I just wanted to take the year, live here, figure out what works, what doesn't work, what really makes sense for us. Like, I'll be honest with you, I had ideas on things that I wanted to do in the pantry before we even moved into this house. And then now that we've been here, I'm like, nope, don't want to do that. So I needed this time to just really figure out what makes the most sense for each space in our house. And so I don't know. That is kind of my plan. I know we're looking ahead like crazy. It's only September, but my plan is dining room, finish up the basement, just like some normal cleaning, fall deep cleaning, things like that. And then towards the end of the year, we're gonna get going, get moving, and hopefully start like organizing some of the spaces in this house that aren't organized. So lots to look forward to. I hope you guys will stick around and be here for all of this, but thank you guys so much, truly. Thank you for being here, and thanks for sticking around until the very end. I appreciate you. I really, really do. So I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, wonderful week, and I will see you guys on Thursday. Don't miss it. We're gonna decorate, do some meal prep, because I want to do some freezer meal prep, and just some other deep cleaning tasks. So don't miss it. I'll see you then. Bye.